Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Mini City. Last episode, on episode 5, I asked you if you were happy with the series, if we should continue it on for a little while longer. And pretty much all of you said yes, we know the limitations, we understand the limitations, but we want you to continue on. We want to try and sort of help you get through the limitations and come up with some creative ideas. And boy, have you guys come up with some creative ideas for some certain stuff. So we're going to carry it on for a little while longer. I'm so pleased on how so far it's looking, and I can't wait until like all of the buildings that we've done on the main city are in here. Today I want to work on the houses at the back. Now I don't know if we're going to make one house and use that on all the others, or if we can make 2 or 3 different designs. We'll just have to see, I suppose, how time goes and everything like that. So we'll just choose some random blocks. We'll go with light blue wool and blue wool. We'll see if we can do 2. So we'll get light blue wool, and I think I probably want to have a gap between each house, right? Probably. So if we get 4 houses along there, and I think 1 there, I think that's what we've got so far with the houses. So if we make 2 different types, they're both pretty similar, or all of our houses so far in the main city world are pretty similar. They use the same blocks and same styles. So maybe we can utilize that and just change them up slightly so they look a little bit different. Obviously, the main limitation is that they look exactly the same on all 4 sides. So the front is going to have like the door in the garage and everything, but so is the side, the back, and the left. Now, one way to get around that is to actually stick buildings next to each other. That way you can't at least see this side and this side. It doesn't get around the back problem though. However, we've got the mountain in the way, so it shouldn't really make all that much of a difference. I would really like to somehow figure out how we could do... I've got auto jump on. Let's turn that off. That drives me insane. I don't know if it drives you guys insane, but I hate that feature. If we could get somehow fences, that would be cool, but I really don't know what block we could use to fences. I don't even mind if it was a fence just on one side, like just down one side, I would be happy with, but I can't think of a block in game that works like that. Do you know what I mean? That really just works down one side. A sign is so big, but that might be the closest thing that we have to it. Anyway, let's jump into Photoshop and we'll work out some pictures. I've got some screenshots of the main city, of the real city, that I want to try and incorporate. I'll be back. Alright, in Photoshop here, this is the light blue wool for house number 1, and this is the picture. So, we've got ourselves 2 different houses. These are the 2 that I sort of want to do. One of them has a sort of peaky front, you know, with the triangles. And the other one is sort of mostly sideways roofs on this one. And I think we've got enough differentiation on this. On this one we've got no garage, but on this one we've got a garage on the left side. Let's start off with this one first. Let's do this building first and see if we can get that in there. Now, we're not going to be able to do individual bricks. Obviously, the 32 by 32 is too small for that. And remember, we need to keep it in a square. We can't do the triangles perfectly, but we might be able to make something work. Let's start off with the garage. We might as well keep it all blue for the moment as well. Let's start off with the garage, which is white. Now, we need a little bit of area for the wall in the front. Let's go 5 blocks high, 7 blocks along, and 5 blocks down. Is that? No, that would be 7 blocks long. So there's our garage door. And then we need our normal door, which on this house worked out to be here. Like that. So we have a little bit of room again around the garage door. That works out pretty well. Maybe it should be there instead. Bang. Like that. Yeah, and then we have the brick part and the windows and all that. Let's get a brick color in first. Let's go with, we probably want to go on the red scale, but on a light red scale, almost a pink. You know, that's not a bad brick color, I don't think. Yeah, that'll work really well. So I want it to be on this layer, not that one. We'll take those back away again. And we need this to go pretty high because we have only the roof above here. If I go right up to that level, width-wise, if we had the window, there's 2 windows on this building. If we had one in here and there, with a 4x4 in the middle, and we do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4 in the middle. I might be able to drop that one back down. That would mean that the other side of the wall would need to be there. We then have this one that goes probably along there with a window in here and here. It's a little bit of a smaller window to fit it all in, but that'll work out really well. Then above here, the garage is brick as well. We'll put some grey, or we'll try and get a little bit more of a brick look to this, so it's not just like this reddish, pinky, orangey colour. We'll try and get some brick lines in or something. We'll figure it out more near the time. And then there's a little window above here, which we'll do like that. And I reckon we could get like a little peek in there. I reckon that could work. We then have the roof that goes above it, and there's a little bit of brick that sticks out. We need to make it go all the way along. We can't have things not square in these blocks, otherwise it just doesn't work. So we'll go all the way up to there. We'll make that go a little bit higher, and the same on this side. This is a triangle right here, and we'll make this go along there and down, but I think we can go down further on this side like that. Wonderful. That's a really good start. Let's get the white back now. We want to go just off white, because the white is going to be the door. So we're going to go with a just off white, very light grey, maybe lighter than that even. Something like this for the rest of the peak parts. And then we have a triangle that needs to go on top of here. Like that. We have a triangle that goes on top of here, but this also blends in to the roof that's going to be behind us. So what we might have to do is thicken this up a little bit, and then make the... oh, we should probably go in front of here as well. We should also then... I hate how that isn't going to fit in. Limitation. It's a limitation. I can't help it. We'll use a darker grey behind here to make this part stand out a lot more. I should break up this section as well. Down here, along there, like this. So we're going to use the lighter grey for the sort of front sections, and then the darker grey for the behind sections. Like that. And this is brick as well. Let's get some brown, which is on the orange scale, about here for each side of the windows. And we're going with just a single colour at the moment, just block colours, no shading on it, just to give us an idea. And then we'll go around, we'll shade it all afterwards. I can put it above that window, I suppose that would work. And I might put it above the door as well. Let's get that light grey back to go above this section. Like that. I'll probably darken that up. And then we want to go back to white for the quartz parts. Now I think I accidentally done some of these parts grey instead of quartz, so we can redo that and then put the quartz back over the top. And same as here. There's also another peak that needs to go in after we do the light grey section. Like, I don't like that. I shall take that out later. Over the top. Yeah, I should take those three out. Not that big. Like that. Perfect. And then there's another white bit that stands next to it. So we want to grab our white back and put these. It goes up a little bit higher and then down here. And we colour that in as well. The grey, the light grey stands out enough against the white. We can certainly see it. And then this goes over the top and down this side. Right, that's pretty much all of the colouring done. All we've got to do now is make the darker section for the rest of the roof. Oh, and there's a quartz bit, sorry. Quartz bit that goes up this metal part. Like this. With a window in. I didn't even see that there was a window in there. So we'll grab that and we'll put a window in here. Black for the windows. Yeah, we can go with a 3 high one there. It was an accident, but it'll work. Black in here. Black in there. And black in here. Okay, let's get the roof on then. We want a darker grey now. I think that should be dark enough. Yeah, that stands out well. For our first block colour, we might go with lighter for highlighting it. So we have this in here. I can see the house already without any shading, which is a good sign. So we'll have that down in here. This probably should come out wider, but no, the roof's going to fold over. I don't like that little dot that sticks out the bottom. Take that one away. And then we need this part being grey as well. What colour is it either side of the door? Is it brick or quartz? I think it's quartz. Okay, now it's fiddly part of getting some lighter shades of grey and some darker shades of grey, and the same with the bricks. And then we should be done with this one. I'd like to have another one in as well. Let's make that door stand out a little bit more. We'll make that a little bit of a darker grey for that door. Yeah, no, it works. It works 100%. As soon as we get this shading down, it's going to be good. Let's go with a darker orangey red and try and accent it. The way I think I'm going to do this is I'm going to use random dots to look like darker bricks, and we'll get like 3 or 4 maybe different shades, and I think that would really help with the whole brick look. Instead of doing straight lines like we do with most of the other builds, if we dot it with these ones, I'm hoping it gives more of a brick effect. Like that. I nearly fell off my chair. We'll go with a darker one than that. Yeah, see? I think we might even go with some grey as well to look like little bits of mortar, little bits of concrete between the bricks in the same dot fashion. I think in between those two greys would be perfect for that. Nearly fell off my chair again. I should really just sit just sit still. And the lighter one, I think that one would be good. Yeah, perfect. Let's get rid of that clump of them there. Okay, definitely looking more bricky. Like now, it always looks not as good in Photoshop than it does in the game. We've worked this out, or we've found this out many times. It'll look okay in Photoshop, but then as soon as we go into Minecraft, it just clicks. It just works. Something strange about it. Let's go with a light grey for the garage door here. Something like that. We want to have a slightly lighter grey, lighter than that, to accent this part up. That's better. And I think, oh yeah, perfect. It's just barely lighter to go under here. We need a darker one to go down the other side. We're trying to sort of give almost like fake shadows to this. So we'll have the darker one down here, up there, and up there. I don't think I can really do much here. Maybe on those ones. Ooh, what did I do there? That was a terrible move. Don't. Cancel. Don't click that button again. And lighter down this side. Okay, and then pretty much just the roof parts now. We'll grab that down here. I want a darker one on this one. We'll grab this one for there. There isn't anything over the top of the garage door, so that's fine. Let's just grab some darker greys now to really try and bring this out. That's not dark enough. It was only barely darker. Up there, and up there. Up there and there. Straight across here and here. I don't think I need to go along there. Or should I go up there? Yeah, no, I will go up there. We'll go up that one. And up this one. Lighter one. To come down here. Oh, perfect. That's like right in between the two colours. To go over the top of these. And then something in the middle. I might use this grey in the middle to line out the roof or something. Because there's a big chunk of grey there. It doesn't look bad, but it's a big chunk of grey. I also think we need to make some lighter bricks, straight bricks as well. So we'll go back to the lighter one. We'll go even lighter than that. To go straight down. Oops. I need a straight finger. There we go. And straight across there. Same here and here. There. And there, there, and there, oops, there, and there. See how that's now split up, all of the brick sections? I think we'll do a darker one of that as well. So we'll grab darker, go a little bit darker than that, not too much darker, along there and down there. That one, and that one, and we'll have the dots still in the middle, obviously. There, and there. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. I don't think I'm going to do another house quite yet. There's one dot that's wrong. That should be a darker one and not a lighter one. I'm going to jump into Photoshop, jump into Minecraft again, sorry, and take a look at this, okay? I'll be back. Okay, before we jump back into Minecraft, I thought we'd actually do the other house first. Now, I did make a little bit of a fatal flaw with my block choice. If you remember at the beginning of the episode, we chose wool. And wool is the worst block for us to choose because it has the carpet variation, which we want to utilize for roofs and other sort of parts of our city. So I changed the house from the blue wool, changed that back to a blue looking color, and I made it into lapis ore instead. We're now working on quartz ore, which is going to be the second house type. It looks a little bit jumbled at the moment because I'm sort of stealing sections of the old house and making them into our new house, which is this one here on the left, the one with the 3 windows there on the right side with the balcony area, and I'm trying to use that to make a house here. So I'm just sort of stealing little sections and trying to sort of cheat my way and make it a little bit quicker. It's pretty fun to do as well, like just using the pieces again. So we'll have that one there for a double window at the top, and then it just sort of all comes together again. We want to have all of this section brick, so again we'll go with a nice block color first and then sort of finish them all up afterwards. We're going to have a little bit of a fence maybe along the front here as well. I need that one back in there. Let's take that away and that away. We don't need a garage. There's no garage on this side, but there is a white section. We need to have this all covered up like this. That goes around there. That color's in there. Okay, we're looking like we can understand this house a little bit more now, right? I can definitely understand it a little bit more. We want to have the doorway in the bottom, so we'll grab white to go in here. I'll have it 4 blocks high, 3 blocks wide. I think we can utilize the space on this house. And then we need to have the large white section that goes all the way up to the roof, like, oops, like this. I might go a little bit. No, we should be good with that. We should be good with that. So we'll color this in. Bang, 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 bang. Wonderful. We want to have the windows are fine there. They're spaced out really nicely. We want to have a little white sills on these ones though, which will darken up as well later on. Like that. We need a window in here. I think we can go with, hello, can I draw on you? Oh, there we go. A little window in here. 4x4. I think we can keep with the 4x4 in there. I might thin it out a little bit. Don't know. And then on this side there is a brick section, but we're a little bit short on space. So I'm just going to put a little window in here and try and do just a small peak instead. I done it on the wrong height. That should be on one more block up. So we're going to go to episode 10 with this series, and then we're going to sort of do another evaluation to see if what we think again. Maybe we'll get to the point where we suddenly think, you know what, we've sort of hit our limit and this series isn't going to work. Or maybe we'll go, you know, it is working, we're going to carry on for another 5 episodes. I think that's how we're going to take it. We're going to take it every 5 episodes and go from there. And if it works, then great. If it doesn't, then we'll move on to something else. Okay, so we have a little roof section in like that. I can't really do anything underneath. Oh, a windowsill. That could take up one of those blocks. Yeah, it looks 100% better. And then up this section is white, actually, on the original house. So we'll have white that comes down here. And obviously we'll shade the white so it doesn't all look like one giant white section like that. What are you doing there? There's no windows in the roof. We don't need to worry about that. But this white section does have a peak on it. So we'll have that one, and that one. Okay, you guys to get the gist of it now, I'm going to colour all this up, and I shall see you in Minecraft where we show both the houses. Without further ado, boom, we've got one of the houses down because I changed them to lapis, but we haven't got the other one yet. There we go. So there is our original house. It looks really weird when the roof goes on the top. Yeah, when the building goes on the top. So we covered those up with these. And that looks pretty sick, right? The garage door down there in the buildings and the roofs. That works. What was the other one? The other one was lapis and quartz. That's it. Quartz ore. This one, they're the quartz ore. So they're both very similar. They use the same colours like they do in our real world. And boom, there's the other one with the triple window in. It does work. It's not my favourite building in the world. Whoops, it's not my favourite building in the world. But the dots certainly do give this brick impression. This part I really like, with the garage door with the roof on top, with a little window on there. But the fact that the blocks are always square really does kill it. Maybe it'll help if we maybe put some buildings in between some of them so you can't see the sides. We make them a little bit closer, and then we go with some saplings and some string like this. And little trees. Sapling. Let's get a different type. Let's go with the dark oak one. I think it looks like a little miniature oak tree. You see, we get some little trees going on. Now, what do we have out the front here? We've got like the car garage, don't we? Car garage here. And primary school there. Yeah, from what I can remember. Sapling. What does just a normal oak tree one look like? And that one looks pretty good as well. Now, I don't think that the trees will grow with the string on top. We'll just sort of have to wait and see. But yeah, that works. I like those together. Those buildings. If we back off, it definitely looks like a little housing estate. It'll go into any housing estate or any modern housing estate. All of the houses look extremely similar with very subtle differences. They use the same blocks, the same bricks and the same colours. They don't use blocks in real life. I suppose they sort of are. Yeah, use the same bricks, same colours, same designs, same slats. But some of the houses might just have something different on them to make them not look all patternized, and that's why we've got two different types to try and do that. I reckon if we ended up doing a bunch of these, even on the real city, it would look sick. It would look like a real little housing estate. Look when we walk through it. See how that gives that feeling off? I want the other type. That one. Like that one. That one. You know, for the purposes of this series, I'm going to do that anyway. And then we're going to put the carpets back on top there that we missed. Put some more trees down. I got to leave that one for the car garage. But we can put a car park down. What one was the car park block? This one. There we go. There's the car park for it. It's even facing the right way, which is handy. Primary school's there, so I better take that one away because that's where the primary school goes. But we can certainly stick a tree in there. Hey, chicken. And I think we'll put an oak tree one on this side like that. Yeah, see how that already looks so much more like a housing estate. I'm actually a lot more pleased with this now. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not already in, feel free to subscribe. And we shall see you in the next episode. Bye!